What's up, family? Welcome back to my channel. Um, this video or this series I may or may not do will be called Money Education. The primary goal of this series is going to be me giving you, the common people, information and knowledge on money. Because I realize that a lot of people my age, or even the average adult, doesn't know about money as much as I do. And I'm not here to brag or boast, but I know a great deal of information about money that I can give to you, and you can benefit off of it in the future. Like you can use it today, and you can expand on ways you can take advantage of money, right? But yes, let's get started. So in this video, the topic is going to be just the basics of money, of investing, of the value of money, and what you should and shouldn't do. Right? The first thing I want to start with is with cash, right? Everyone knows cash, everyone likes cash. But a lot of people have the misconception of that $1, right? Or $100. $100 10 years ago, you was able to buy a lot of stuff with that. If you go to a corner store or whatever, or you can buy a good amount of stuff. But let's say you go 10 years in the future, you're not going to be able to buy as many things because of something called inflation. Inflation is pretty much when products and services, the price of products and services increase. Therefore, you can't buy as much of that resource, right? So that means your dollar, your money is worth less in the future, right? And when you have your money just sitting in a regular checking account, regular savings account, your money does not grow. Especially if you're not investing, your money is just dead money, right? You also have to understand that once you put money into a bank account, the bank then takes your money and lends it out in multiple shares, in pieces, and gives it out to people and charges a 20% interest rate, and they're earning money on your money, right? But that's for another video. I'm gonna give you more videos on how this works, but right now I'm just focusing on the basics, right? So inflation, when the price of goods and services go up, therefore you can buy less of that product or service or resource, right? So what are ways you can combat inflation, right? Investing is when you take your money, you buy something that increases over time. So that doesn't have to be with anything financial. It can be you buy a pair of shoes, right? And if you know that shoe will go up in price, increase in value, that means you can sell that same shoe down the line, a year later, 2 years later, or even the same day, and you can make a return on your investment. That means that thing you bought is an investment because you're able to buy something and then sell it for more, right? So another way, obviously, is stocks, right? And I currently invest in stocks, which I'm very proud of myself for. And this is another reason why I wanted to share this information, because a lot of people my age do not know the value of stocks, of the stock market. And I really want to make this like crucial, that the people my age, you watching this video, you're most likely my age, 20, 21, 22. You have to understand that these years in your 20s, in your early, your late teens to 25 to 30, those years are the most important years of your life, because that's when you're building your base, you're building your castle, you're building your structure for the future, for yourself to build on to, right? So when you invest, right, that means your money is increasing in value over time, right? The the average return of the stock market is 8%, right? So if you put some money in, you're almost guaranteed to make that 8% on your money. And that's not even including dividends, which is when companies pay you money. But that's another video. I'm not gonna get too much into that. I want to just stay basic, and I want to give you the information. I don't want to go too deep yet. But that's how you pretty much get rich. That's how you get wealth. That's how you build your structure, right? People are so addicted to the little satisfactions, the little just little pleasures, little, like they want quick things, right? A lot of people can't wait for things, right? So when you are constantly striving to get those quick returns, you're definitely not gonna make as much money if you were just to hold and really just keep on putting money into an account and letting it grow over time, right? So that's one way you can beat inflation. There's way more other ways. There's CDs, which is when you put your money into something in a CD, right? You buy a CD, you get a high interest rate, but you can't take that money out before a certain date. And if you do, you get penalized on that amount, so you get less, right? You get a fee on that money. And another way, right? A lot of people, before I get into that, a lot of people don't have a savings account, right? A lot of people don't have a savings account, like emergency fund, or just sitting separate from their checking account. A savings account is where you grow your money, is where you don't touch your money, right? A savings account is primarily used for, big things, like if you go on vacation or if you get sick or something happens, you need to use that money. Boom, you got money stored away. You good. You don't got to worry about, how I'm gonna get this money to pay for this huge expense, right? But even a savings account can be considered an investment account if you choose the right, financial institution, right? Big banks, right? We all know the big banks. We know Wells Fargo, we know Chase, we know PNC, we know like all those big banks. You must understand that these big banks make money off people who are not aware of how money works, right? They charge a really high interest rate, and they try to make money off you from fees and interest interest, right? And when you put your money into those things, right, they give you 0.000 something percent back on that money. So that's barely anything. That's nothing, pretty much. But when you choose the right place to put it, where you choose where to put it, you can consider your savings account an investment. I have my savings account with an online bank giving me 4.25% interest on my money. So that means every year my money is growing 4.25%, right? So divide that by 12, and I'm getting that amount every single month divided by 12, but 4.25 annually, which is a year, right? So not only do I have money growing in an investment account, assuming an 8% return every single year, I also have money saved away in my savings account that is also earning interest, which is way more than what a regular bank will give you, right? So these are just various ways, simple ways for you to really just get knowledgeable about money and to use it to your advantage, right? And credit cards as well. People don't understand the value of credit cards because we're told that credit cards are bad. They're not they shouldn't be used because it's like evil. so to speak. But if you're when you become 30, become 40, or even when you're in your mid-20s, you're gonna need to buy a car. You're gonna need to get an apartment. You're gonna need to get something really big. And once you need that purchase, once you need that to get that big expense or whatever it may be, that you're gonna need a loan. Most people are definitely not gonna be buying something straight out in full because they don't have the money. Therefore, they will go get a loan from a big bank, right? And that big bank, Wells Fargo, for example, is gonna look at your credit score and your credit report, dictating if you're reliable to pay them back over time. That loan they give you, that money they give you. A loan is just a money that you're receiving, that you're promising to pay back in the future. Obviously with the interest rate, so the bank can make more money off of you, right? Like I said, I'm gonna do that a whole nother video on interest rates and loans and whatnot, right? So yeah, credit cards. You have to get on credit cards. I have 3 credit cards, and I'm trying to tell people, like, get credit cards. Like, the people who I really be talking to, I'm like, yo, get a credit card, get a credit card. Then once you get a credit card, go put on an authorized user on your parents if they have good credit, because that can automatically boost you up to 700s. But yeah, this was just a little small compact video. If you guys really enjoy this small video, just let me know, and I might end up doing a little series on money, because I'm really not like I don't know, like I've just really been reading a lot about money lately and just really been getting into investing more. I got this book on money, which is really good. I'm about 1/5 done. But yeah, just let me know if you guys enjoyed this video. This series is gonna be called Money Education, and I'm gonna be teaching you about money. So like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all when I see y'all.